What's up guys, the Snowman here with another instructional video. Today's topic is one of the largest football or soccer tournaments in the entire world. It is the Copa América. Not quite as big as the World Cup, but other than that, there are very few better showcases of the beautiful game than Copa América. So today I wanted to go over some key aspects regarding Copa América, talk about what exactly is it, which teams participate at this particular event, what is the schedule, the frequency like, how is the format set up, basically get you comfortable with all of the major aspects regarding Copa América. So let's start with the general definition and then we'll break down the specifics. But the Copa América is the main men's football tournament contested among national teams from CONMEBOL. CONMEBOL being the continental governing body of football in South America. So with the Copa América, we're battling for supremacy in South America. Each confederation under FIFA has their own unique competition for their own continent. UEFA has the European Championships that take place every 4 years. We know CONCACAF has the Gold Cup. CAF has the African Cup of Nations, and so on and so forth. This is the equivalent for South America. Again, Copa América not as big as the World Cup. The World Cup determines the international champion of the world every 4 years. With Copa América, it determines the champion of South America, very prestigious in its own right now for over 100 years. As for the number of teams and which nations participate at the Copa América, the number has fluctuated many times in the past century plus. It started out as a 4-team tournament, then went to 6, 7, 10 at various points. But since 1993, however, it has been a 12-team tournament. So how do we get to those 12 teams? Well, the 10 teams in South America qualify automatically. Those nations: Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Bolivia. It's primarily a competition for South American nations, although unlike how the Euros only ever has European teams, Copa América actually has teams compete from other confederations as well. So I mentioned it's a 12-team event. Well, we get 10 from South America, and then 2 guest nations are invited from the rest of the world. For example, in 2019, the 2 other countries invited were Japan and Qatar. In 2021, it's Australia and Qatar. So technically, a non-South American team can win Copa América. However, that's never happened in the tournament's history. The closest an outsider has come is Mexico making the final in 1993 and 2001. Also, one exception to the current 12-team format. In 2016, since that was the 100-year anniversary of the event, they made things a little bigger, invited 6 teams from CONCACAF for a total of 16 nations for Copa América Centenario. Moving on to the schedule now, when does the Copa América take place and how often does it occur? Well, like the World Cup and Euros, Copa América is typically played in the summer to avoid scheduling conflicts with the club football seasons that run from August to May. We get Copa for a month in June and July. The frequency has changed a lot throughout time. You can see as I pull up a list of all the different years there's been a Copa América. Sometimes it used to be played every summer, sometimes every other summer. From 2001 to 2007, it was played every 3 years. And now Copa América takes place every 4 years, but there's still some fluidity with that. CONMEBOL wants it to be a quadrennial event, but with the Centennial Tournament in 2016, that broke the formula. COVID has also thrown a monkey wrench into things too, so it goes from 2020 to 21. In the past, the Copa América schedule definitely hasn't been as rigid as the World Cup or the Euros, which are very structured, no exceptions, played every 4 years on a meticulous cycle. Well, Copa América is trying to be on the same schedule as the Euros moving forward. That's the most important takeaway here. Expect Copa in 2024, 28, 2032 as well. Also, the host nation rotates between the 10 members of CONMEBOL, so typically there is one host per tournament, although occasionally we do see multiple teams. All 10 South American countries in CONMEBOL have hosted the Copa América at least once in the history of the event. Finally, let's talk about Copa América's format. So we have our 12 teams, and just like the World Cup and many other major football tournaments, the Copa América consists of a group stage plus a knockout stage to determine a champion. Since 1993, the 12 teams have been split up into 3 groups of 4 teams each. Every country plays 1 game against the other 3 nations in their group. You receive 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. After each team plays all 3 of their group stage games, the standings are tallied, and the 3 group winners move on, as well as the 3 group runners-up, and the 2 best third-place place teams. In total, 8 of the 12 teams move on to the knockout stage. And just a quick aside, for 2021, CONMEBOL made a decision to have 2 groups of 6 teams instead of the usual 3 groups of 4. They made that choice for geographic purposes. In that case, each team plays 5 group games instead of 3, but nonetheless, the 8 best teams still move on to the knockout stage. And for the knockout stage, the 8 teams are organized in a single elimination knockout tournament. This is an example of how the bracket looked in 2019. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and a final. Knockout games can go to extra time plus penalties if necessary to decide a winner. We play these knockout games until we have 1 country left standing, and that winner of the final is your Copa America champion. Historically, Uruguay, Argentina, and Brazil have achieved the most success. They've won the most titles at the Copa America. The hottest spot north of Havana. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you learned something about the Copa America today. Its format, its frequency, everything about it. But if you enjoyed it, if you want more football and soccer content, please subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media for more. And I'll be back real soon. Thanks a lot. Cheers.